John Wesley Brooks with Coldwell Banker of the Valley here in Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm here to answer a question. Should you or should you not buy a house as is? And really over the last 2 or 3 years, I've seen a lot of houses, especially last 16 plus months, being either sold as is or purchased as is. So I'm here to answer that question. Should you indeed buy a house as is or not? Stay with me on this video as I dive deeper into this subject matter. Hey, welcome back. So listen, when we started exploring buying a house as is and should you or should you not, first of all, I'm not a big advocate in buying houses as is or even selling them as is, because there's so many factors that come into place. And really price points, I think, determine should you or should you not buy or sell a house as is. One of the things that make me a little bit nervous when you're buying a house as is homes that are built on a crawl space, older houses, and or basement houses, because I've seen a lot of houses that have structural issues or potential structural problems. For instance, me and you as a buyer could walk through a house, and or as a seller, we could walk through a house and maybe feel if the floors are kind of uneven and wonky, or you got some space between the baseboards, or of course you got cracks above door frames and windows. Those are subtle hints, but in reality, neither myself, you as a buyer, and or a seller most likely are not going to crawl underneath the crawl space. Well, inherited that somebody crawls underneath the crawl space. It ensures that a house is structurally sound. And that's why I always recommend hiring a home inspection, even if it's a brand new home, but especially if it's an older house, crawl space house that has a basement, and even in an as-is condition. If you're a first-time home buyer, and especially if you're in a price range of $250,000, $275,000 less, then it certainly can be a judgment factor if you're really wanting to put an as-is offer out there. And again, I think it really depends on how well you handle stress, what's your risk factor, and do you have extra money saved aside in case there is something that happens that we find in a home inspection, but you're already in a contract as buying a house as is. For the record, again, I'm not the biggest fan of buying as is or even selling as is homes. However, the fact in this market that we're in today does give you a competitive advantage. I'm seeing so many offers accepted as is versus traditional home inspection. So, does buying a house in this market as is give you a competitive advantage? Yes. Should you buy a house without a home inspection? The answer is no. Hey, if you're thinking of buying and selling a house here in the Huntsville Metro Area market, certainly give me a ring. I'm always here to help, and we can dive deeper into this subject matter. And remember, my family and I have been serving in the Huntsville, Alabama Metro Area real estate market since 1972. Always give me a call if you have any questions or concerns, 256-797-2283.